Hi everybody!
So as of October 13th, Microsoft officially owns Activision-Blizzard. This is something I'm against because it's clear that Microsoft are trying to corner the gaming market. However, in a press release from the same day, it seems like Phil Spencer may have extended an olive branch to PlayStation and Switch gamers. So what was said in the press release? For the millions of fans who love Activision, Blizzard, and King Games, we want you to know today is a good day to play. You are the heart and soul of these franchises, and we are honored to have you as part of our community. Whether you play on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, or mobile, you are welcome here and will remain welcome even if Xbox isn't where you play your favorite franchise. This all sounds well and good, but there's a big fucking problem here. Microsoft has said they'll keep Call of Duty on other platforms for the next 10 years, but no such promises have been made about other franchises. Also, the same was said about games from Bethesda back when Microsoft acquired them. And look at how things are today. They aren't coming to PlayStation, plain and simple. So, corporate bullshit speak aside, what does this actually mean for PlayStation and Nintendo gamers going forward? I'll get this out of the way first. King has always been a mobile developer first and foremost, so mobile gamers are safe. Microsoft isn't going to slaughter that fucking cash cow. Microsoft have wanted to expand into mobile gaming for a long time. Also, I know some numpty is going to come out of the rafters and say King is a major developer. They bloody well aren't. They make mobile games that bored office workers play well on the shitter trying to avoid their overbearing bosses. So let's get into games that actually matter, things like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Diablo, and anything else that real gamers actually care about. I mean, it's great to say it's a good day to play, but that's so damn generic. It's like popular YouTubers asking their audience to hit the subscribe button. It's expected. Phil's next line is just gassing people up. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that fans of these companies are the heart and soul of these franchises. That's just common fucking sense. It's true of all franchises and forms of media. I'm a hardcore Falcom fan who makes content around their games. So obviously, utter nutters like me are just too opinionated to shut up, and are the...
And I am the voice of the voiceless!
Of fans who just don't have the time or energy to be mouthpieces of the counterculture gaming scene.
Colin is basically the George Carlin of YouTube. Here's why I say that, and he'll tell you this too, okay? Not just the fact that the motherfucker literally looks like a younger George Carlin. Seriously. Go look at his Instagram, go look at a selfie or a full body picture of himself, and then look at George Carlin, and they're literally fucking twins. They're literally fucking twins. I'm not even kidding you, okay? But, there's not just that. Colin is also pretty funny. He is blunt. He's honest. But he does have a philosophical side to him. And he is mighty fucking loyal to the people that he cares about, okay? I would take a bullet for this man every day of the week, twice on fucking Sunday, okay? And that's just the type of guy Colin is. You're either going to love him or you're going to hate him. There's no in-between on this. It's either love or hate. And trust me, okay, when he says he's the George Carlin of YouTube, it's true. It's true, okay?
Because I am counterculture in the gaming scene, I'm never going to have the popularity of YouTubers like Cat Icarus or Mr. Beast. But guess what? I don't want to be them. I want to be the type of creator who knows their community, spends time chatting with them, maybe even plays games with them when a cool fighting game comes out. Anyways, back to dissecting Phil Spencer's vapid press release. His next line about us being welcome here. That's buzzwords for you're welcome to play our games. But if you use your brain a little bit, you'll see this means you're welcome to play our games if you buy an Xbox. Because make no mistake, that is what Phil Spencer and Microsoft want, is for you to buy an Xbox console and be invested in that ecosystem. They'd rather you do that than buying a gaming PC, as it means they make more money from you. Since you're still likely to buy a PC anyways, since some games are just better on PCs than they are on consoles. Also, everyone needs a PC to some degree or another. Some of us are just Apple fanboys. So I would say it's safe to assume that for now we'll see any games that were in the works for PlayStation and Nintendo hardware released for those. But after that, yeah, they're all going to be on Xbox and PC exclusively, because Microsoft will want to make their brand look better. How do video game companies make their brands look better? By releasing a crap ton of exclusive games. Also, it's a whole hell of a lot easier to secure exclusive content if you outright own the developers. With how Microsoft operates, they just throw their money around. They don't actually bother to establish long working relationships with these companies, offering to fund some of their riskier ventures. That's much more of a Sony move, because look at how they handled things. In 2001, they bought out Naughty Dog, a developer they'd had a working relationship with since the PlayStation 1 days. Sure, in 01, that working relationship had only been in place since '96, but at the time, Naughty Dog was a young, up-and-coming development team with loads of potential and loads of unique ideas. For the most part, this is how Sony have always operated. Establish a relationship, then buy the company when they prove themselves to be reliable. Sony also isn't heavy-handed with how they handle their studios. It's part of why I have issues with Naughty Dog right now, but I'll cover that in a separate video. Basically, what I find potentially disturbing about all of this is the fact Phil Spencer's words ultimately seem hollow, vague, and very open for interpretation. This is just my particular and rather cynical interpretation on the matter, especially after internal emails during the Activision court hearings showed that Microsoft wants Sony dead. What better way to kill the competition than limit two of their icons that helped launch the brand? If you are alive and aware of gaming in the 90s, then you know that Crash and Spyro were the faces of PlayStation. Even when they went multi-platform with the Wrath of Cortex and Enter the Dragonfly, they were still considered PlayStation gods. Even to this day, these two platforming icons are still royalty among PlayStation gamers. Even Activision acknowledged that in their more recent outings, Crash games especially. They were getting exclusive skins and things, paying homage to the roots of the series and its 32-bit graphics. Not game-changing, but definitely nice acknowledgements. Even if they remain multi-platform, which I highly doubt they will, I don't see things like that ever happening again, because Microsoft will want to make the multi-plat games seem more appealing on their brand. By doing that, they'd be the ones including cool extras on Xbox. But seriously, with how vague and full of corporate buzzwords this press release was, it's in no way an indication of future releases of Activision properties being available on multiple platforms, even if it would be potentially more lucrative for Microsoft to do that. Ultimately, it looks like this press release is just going to be empty promises. Until next time, keep blazing that trail.